Hi again. Before we get into this week's video, I just wanted to clarify that I've never really had any kind of like alcohol addictions or anything like that. I mean, for sure, there's been some periods in my life where I might have been drinking several times a week, like if I was in Thailand or Ibiza or good old fashioned Benidorm. But for the most of my life, it's just been a weekend thing. Which begs the question, why did I stop? So 3 months ago, I went to a festival here in the UK called Lindisfarne. It was the first festival that I've been to in a long time, so I was really looking forward to it. I had friends there who would be DJing, and there was other friends that I was going to meet there. So I bought my ticket, drove an hour from Newcastle to get there, and then parked up the car. Now, like most festivals, they didn't allow you to bring your own alcohol in. So when I parked up the car, I thought, okay, well, you know what? I'll just have a couple of drinks here while I'm sorting my camping gear out, and then I'll be a little bit tipsy on my way into the festival itself. So that's what I did. And I only actually had about 6 units, which is basically the equivalent of two large glasses of wine, or 3 pints of beer, or in my case, three double vodkas. Not an obscene amount by any means, and certainly no more than I've drank in the past for that duration of time. So then I headed into the festival, and I was there for about an hour. And for about the first 45 minutes, everything was great. I could feel the alcohol starting to take effect. I felt really good. And then those last 15 minutes of that hour, I started to feel quite dizzy. And I thought, okay, I'm just going to like lie down in the grass here and let this pass. But it actually started to get a bit worse. And I thought, okay, maybe it's just because I haven't slept enough. I've been feeling a bit under the weather those days. So I thought, all right, well, if I'm feeling like this, maybe I just need to go and chill out for a bit. So I went back to the car and decided I would just have a quick 10-minute nap in the car. 9 hours later, I woke up in the car and I'd missed the entire thing. And obviously, I was gutted. I felt really disappointed. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I'd slept so long. I've never been able to sleep that long in a car, no matter how many times I've tried. So I really don't know what happened. I wasn't spiked. It wasn't like anybody had come into contact with the bottle because I bought it brand new. It was still sealed. So I really don't know what had happened. And maybe it was because I'd not been feeling too good those days. But like I said, I was really sad that I'd missed the whole thing. And of course, I said those magic words, I'm never drinking again. So it's been 100 days since then, and I haven't touched a drop. And you're probably thinking that I'm going to start praising how amazing I've been feeling, how my skin looks better and my eyes look brighter, and everything is just better now because I haven't touched any alcohol. But the truth is, I haven't really felt any different. I've been pretty much the same. The only thing that I really noticed is that I've been more productive. And this is because for me, every night on the drink is followed by a day of vegetation. Like I literally don't want to do anything. When I have a hangover, the only thing I want to do is watch movies and just wait for the day to be over so that I can feel normal again. Which, to be fair, sounds like a good enough reason to not drink anyway. But it's funny, like even if I had only one or two drinks, I would still feel lazier the next day. Now that it's been 100 days and I've had a chance to pause and reflect, I've kind of looked back on it and I think like it's not really the kind of lifestyle I want to live anymore. I think sometimes it takes a traumatic experience for you to realise that, but I'm not saying it's the same for everybody. Everybody on this planet is different, and I can't sit here and say, oh, drink's terrible, but I think if as long as you don't have an attachment to it or an addiction, then once in a blue moon is fine. I think everything in moderation is good, and I can't say anything bad. Like I've had some of the greatest nights in my life on the times that I've been drinking, especially in my 20s. I think there just comes a point where you realise that you've kind of outgrown it a bit and it's no longer a good trade. I value my time, health and productivity much more now that I'm older than when I was in my 20s, and I don't want to trade any of those things knowing I'll lose a day after a night on the drink. So having 100 days sober has definitely given me some perspective. Whether or not it would for you, I don't know. You'd have to try for yourself. I definitely recommend that you do try. Why not? Your body will definitely thank you for it. I mean, you got to remember at the end of the day that alcohol is a poison. And I think 100 days is a good enough time for you to realise and think, okay, do I want this in my life, or do I want this as frequently in my life? So yeah, give it a go. That's what I would recommend. And if you've ever done something like that before yourself and you'd like to comment about it, I'd love to hear from you. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Hope this is give you some food for thought. And if it did, drop a like and see you next time. Yeah, ciao.